Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic Beyblade Burst Surge unboxing. So, if I can get it in frame, we've got this right here, you guys. The Beyblade Burst Surge Slayer Showdown Battle Set. Yeah, did manage to pick this bad boy up. You know, in the most recent, well, not most recent, but one of the most recent Baku Bay hunting trips. So remember when I did that montage of Baku Bay hunting trips when I had the day off and went to Darien Lake and all that good stuff? I put out about 8 of them. Also, if you haven't seen them, definitely go check them out because that montage was insane. It's the biggest amount of Baku Bay huntings I've done in a row ever. Like, we went to 8 different places, I believe. Yeah, 7 or 8. But did pick up this set, man. Just still was shook even finding it. Yeah, it looks really sick. So since Evolution, they put out a set featuring 6 bays and also a stadium, which big time props to Hasbro for doing that. You know, making these exclusive stadiums with them and also these really epic looking recolors. They're really awesome, dude. So yeah, featuring 6 bays and also the Flame Forge disc, which is basically a painted disc. Yeah, a red 5 it looks like. So yeah, it's really nice to see Hasbro doing some painted discs. But yeah, man, so without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. All right, so I'm gonna just move it over here off screen a bit. Yeah, it's hard to get it all in frame, you know, because it's a really big box. But still, man. And it shows I've been cranking like a madman because literally for the better part of the last, like, I've held off on this for like, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, had so much to do that it's taken me 2 weeks to even get this out. So, yeah, really wild. But yo, look at this stadium. It's a pretty big stadium for sure. And even like the shape of it. Yeah, it's a big stadium. Yo, so it's got like a flat point, like a standard stadium at the bottom. And then it looks like it's got the little ridge on the outside. But also, like, if a base speeds up big time, could circle around that ridge there, could circle around the upper ridge. They got the 2 points on the sides. Yeah, I think it's a lot like what the stadium from like the final battles in Surge or Super King. I think this was a similar design stadium. And this is one thing I really appreciate about Hasbro is making their unique stadiums and such with their gimmicks. Holy cow, look at that. Just the roster of bays with this, dude. Yeah, so I will be assembling the stadium off screen just for the sake of saving some time, you know. Not worried about the launches or anything. I'll put those off to the side. But, yeah, you know, I'll have a separate video and such for the stadium and stuff. You already know. But the first thing we're going to dig into is the Flame Forge disc, they call it. So, yeah, it is a 5 disc, and look at that red. It's so nice to see Hasbro doing painted discs, and it's a lot like TT. They just don't paint the other side, but yeah, even got all the way down to here. Just looks so good, man. Whatever paint they use, that looks amazing. Just so glossy, kind of like a matte red. Little bit metallic, but not too crazy. Yeah, this really glossy and shiny. Looks so good, man. Yeah, props to Hasbro for making the painted discs. It's so nice seeing them, man. But yeah, so now we got to get into all of the bays that come with this set. There's 6 of them, man. You already know how it goes with these big time sets. Okay, so first of all, we got this. It is Demise Dullahan. So check it out, man. All that red, the gold right there, the silver as well. If they're doing Dullahan for that kind of exclusive, is really sick, man. Yeah, Demise Dullahan looking so awesome. Anybody wants the code for it, there it is. And yeah, man, all these points sticking out, you know it has some big time attack. And then the disc that they have come with it is, looks like, yeah, Drake. Or no, not Drake, 3A. So they got 3A, which, you know, they made into a disc under this format. No chassis or anything under Hasbro's format. But then we got the Speedstorm Spiral, which is really cool to see. Honestly, like, yo, Team America vibes with it big time. Having more height than a traditional bay, you know, because with the Speedstorm drivers, they make them a little bit taller. But yeah, definitely some America vibes with it. But this is going to be, honestly, a big time attacking combo. So, yeah. Demise Dullahan, 3A, and Speedstorm Spiral. Looking so sick, dude. But yeah, so I'll show off the bottom barrier for this. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to show it off. But it's a translucent purple, and that's sick, man. That looks really, really awesome. I'm digging the look of this stadium for sure. Like I said, I'll fully assemble it off screen. You already know. So fit that together. Even just like the jagged designs on the outside, that looks sick. That looks so, so awesome. Definitely digging this set for sure. Looks so cool. All right, but next up, we've got, we'll get into this. So, yeah, this is Spear. Spear Dragon, I think it is. But look at the colors on that thing. Wow, man. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so, if I can get it out of there. We've got Spear Dragon here with the black and also the silver looking so, so great. Got the black for the motif as well. The blue for the face of it. Oh, Spear, not, why did I say dragon? Hyperion. I thought it was dragon at first, but yeah, it's Hyperion. Spear Hyperion. With the face of Hyperion having that black right there. The silver right there. Oh man, just looks so good. I definitely love the black detail they put in there. This recolor is so cool. But anybody who wants the code for it, there it is. And yeah, man, Spear Hyperion looking so, so cool. It's got upper with it, so not the heaviest disc, honestly. But having Spear, it's gonna have some big time uppercut attack. So boom, 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 all those points right there. And they gave it Speedstorm nothing, so it doesn't retract in or anything like a regular nothing. It's more of like a semi-flat kind of tip. So this should be pretty aggressive as well. Yeah, it looks so cool. Spear Hyperion, upper, nothing Speedstorm. Yeah, and let's see the slopes for it. Honestly, it doesn't have the best slopes, so this will definitely be a bay that'll have some big time recoil with it, and honestly might be burst prone for sure. Yeah, that's the only like bad thing about it. It looks absolutely amazing though. Totally love the recolor. All right, well, next up, we've got, we'll get into this. So it is Brave. It's a Brave something, and it's crazy green, man. Look at this green. Yeah. Let's see. Spear, I think that's Satum, I'm pretty sure. Spear, not Spear, Jeepers. Brave Satum. Yeah, man, Brave Satum. Looking so sick. Look at that neon green and the pink. That is a definite different color scheme. Some people might not like it, but I just like different, you know, seeing bays that really, really stand out, and this stands out for sure. Brave Satum looking really, really awesome. So anybody who wants the code, there it is. And yeah, man, gonna have some big time attack with it because just in general, Brave. For the disc, they gave it triple. So not the absolute craziest amount of weight with that. But then for the performance tip or driver, we've got the charge metal here. And big time props to Hasbro for actually making the charge metal. You know, it's going to add that additional weight and such with it. And yeah, it might have some big time attack. If it has some pretty good slopes with it, this thing might be really good attack-wise. But let's see. Brave Satum. All right, and yeah, honestly, the slopes aren't the craziest with it. Like the Satum chip doesn't have the craziest slopes. Yeah, so it might be a case of like, you know, getting some big time hits and then also bursting. But that charge metal, just so nice seeing that, man. And honestly, the colors for it looks absolutely amazing, man. Yeah, Brave Satum. All right, well, next up, we've got this bad boy. So it looks like what? Abyss Fafnir. Okay, so that's cool. I'll get the disc out of there, and then oh man, they're making some big time attacking performance tips or drivers for this, and honestly, some big time attacking bays. All these combos like attack big time for sure. But we've got Abyss Fafnir here, looking so cool. Loving that blue. That metallic green on the outside looks really, really awesome. Definitely loving the colors of this thing. All those big time uppercut attacks, you already know with Abyss. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and then for the disc, we've got Wheel. It's Hasbro's Wheel, so it's a bit more hollowed out compared to TT's version, but still, it's a wheel disc. Yeah, and anybody who wants the code for it, there it is. All that good stuff. Yeah. And then for the performance tip, we've got Evolution. So they put an Evolution on this. So this is definitely going to be a big time attacker. Yeah, it's gonna move around really aggressively. And the fact that we got like the Speedstorm evolution, they actually used the rubber for it. Really, really nice seeing that, man. So hopefully this thing will have some pretty good attack with it. But Abyss, Fafnir, Wheel, Evolution, Speedstorm Evolution. Let's see if it has some decent slopes with it. They're pretty decent. They're pretty decent for sure, man. Yeah. So definitely see it like what attack. Honestly, like I'm leaning more towards attack, but definitely see it being balanced. Definitely see that being attack. This can see more balance, but still big time attack with it. Yeah, man, and some decent slopes with it. Just some really, really interesting combos for sure. And these recolors looking so sick. All right, next up, we got this bay. So, let's see. It looks like Triumph. I think. Yeah, that's definitely Triumph. I thought it was World at first, but yeah, it's looking like Triumph. At least under Hasbro, Triumph and World are looking really similar. But let's see here. Yeah, Triumph Devilos, I believe. Yeah, because those points right there. Okay, and the blade's supposed to be coming out. Yeah, so Triumph Devilos. Looking so cool, man. Look at all that yellow. Plus the red, the silver, the black. Definitely digging this recolor for sure. Honestly, wishing they would have put some of that black in for these details right there. That would have looked really amazing. But regardless, it does look really, really cool, dude. So anybody who wants the code for this, there it is. And yeah, dude. Overall looking really, really sick. For the disc, they gave it 4. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent weighted disc. And then, Universe. Okay. So, overall, this is going to be, I'd say, what, a defense type bay? Yeah, honestly, like, I know I could look at the box for it and such, but it's just more fun even being able to, like, just sitting here and guessing what type they are. But definitely see it being more defense. Yeah, especially having Universe. Yeah, and it's the Speedstorm universe, so having that metal on there as well will add some weight to this thing. But Triumph, Devilos, 4, and Metal Universe, or Speedstorm universe. So cool, man. Yeah, looks really sick. This should be pretty defensive. Let's see the slopes for it. It's got some pretty decent slopes with it, especially Triumph being more round under Hasbro, not having the gimmick of, like, you know, the wing sticking out or such. It should be pretty defensive for sure. So it's going to definitely be able to take a hit. All right, man. But it does look really, really cool. Definitely digging the color pattern for it. All right, so we got one more bay left, and it is this, dude. This recolor definitely stands out. Like, just so many of them stand out for sure with their colors, and this is no different, man. All right, so we got this. It is Mirage Luinor. That is awesome, man. Mirage Luinor, and of course them with Mirage actually giving it the rubber. So this is orange rubber right there. So happy to just see them using the rubber with Mirage. It ups that power of it that much more, because it's about that spin steel and such with it. But yeah, anybody wants the code for it, there it is. But yeah, having all that orange plus the silver, honestly, I'm getting Halloween Havoc vibes from this thing with all that orange. So great seeing that, man. Yeah, just love seeing the different color patterns. But the dragon head in the center being orange, got those green eyes, got the blue, the very center on the motif. And yeah, just the dragon heads for Mirage. Just looks so cool. Definitely loving the recolors they're doing for Mirage. Because the recolors with the rubber. And then for the disc, they put heavy on it, which honestly in this case isn't that bad. It's a pretty decent weighted disc, and it'll help it out for sure. And then for the performance tipper driver, they actually put Exceed on it. It would have been cool if they used like the metal Exceed, but yeah, they used the regular one. But regardless, this thing should, honestly, I classify it as like an attack type because it's moving around so aggressively. Not so much spin steel and going for that life after death. It's more just that big time push attack and using Mirage for attack in this case. So yeah, Mirage, Luinor, heavy Exceed, Speedstorm Exceed. So let's see the slopes on it. It's got pretty good slopes with it, so it's pretty much a rubber attacker. Yeah, not playing any games at all. Yeah, it's gonna definitely be a rubber attacker, and it's just so cool seeing that, man. Really interesting choices of parts for all these bays and such. A lot of attacking bays in here, and it's going to be so much fun just battling in this stadium for sure. It looks really, really sick. Like I said, I love how Hasbro does the anime accurate stadiums, or stadiums that are really similar to the anime, you know, and stadiums that just stand out or are different. They diversify the game big time for sure. And let's just say this, they're going to make it a lot more fun for the skits. It's going to be wild, man. Super unpredictable. But yeah, anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this review on this absolutely epic Beyblade Burst Surge Slayer Showdown Battle set. Absolutely amazing set, man. And even been able to find it. Finding it in the wild, too, was really, really wild. Yeah, I had to travel an hour and a half away, but in that area, hour and a half away, well, in one direction, there's only one target, but in another direction, there's like a bunch, as you saw with all the Bakube hunting trips. If you haven't seen them, go and check them out. It was really, really fun going all those trips and such, and still absolutely shook. I managed to find this, man. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, until next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and let it rip. I'm up out of here.